Right, guys. So we all know that Corona has become a major problem worldwide, and it's high time for us Indians to uh, take good measures so that it won't affect us in long term, and it will not be a national disaster uh, in near future. So what government and experts say is that you have to be at home as much as possible, try to avoid crowds and all the normal things which the advisories which you have got from the media, from the government, etc. So that is really a very uh, good initiative and the right measures which government has taken. The reason is that we have to flatten the curve of the spread of this epidemic. So one thing we have to consider here is people who are not very privileged, or people who work on a daily basis, like cab drivers, construction workers, or many other fields who are working on a daily basis. They are affected a lot because people from IT and other fields can work from home, but people who are working on daily wages are hit a lot. So it's difficult for them uh, if we ask them to stay back at home, because if they don't work, they don't get food, they don't get money, or they don't get the basic necessities fulfilled for on a daily basis. So in this case, what can be done? So I would like to take an example of the garbage pickup trucks which we get daily from the corporation. So few years back, if we see, there used to be a garbage bin at the end of some street, and people used to go and dump it there. And once in a while, the garbage truck used to come and they used to collect it. Now, at least in Bangalore, what I see is that every morning we get a garbage truck which comes to each and every road to collect garbage, both dry and wet waste, and they will uh, manage it. They'll take it and they'll dump it to the dumping place accordingly. This happens every single day, not even a single day is missed. Really great job. And one more example that I would like to take is census. Government officials comes to each and every home, and they will take account of number of people, their age, and all other details required for the government to take keep a track of. Something similarly, we have the pulse polio thing, wherein the government officials comes in and check uh, on the third or fourth day. They comes in and they check if there are any kids missed out, and they'll make sure that they every single child in the country has got polio drops done. Something similarly, we have to come up with a solution now. So what I would suggest is lock down the country completely. If this is our country, lock it down completely. But what we can do to the daily wages thing is, what we can do is that we can form a small group of task force. Maybe let's start with the corporator, because his jurisdiction is very small, and he can take care of his area very well. So please pardon my drawing skills and my writing, because on one hand I'm shooting this video on my phone. So what we can do is, he can target Reliance Fresh, more Mega Mart, etc., etc., which are like major players, and they can take over this, in the sense, not the employees and other stuff, but they can make a deal such that for next 15 days, these entities in this particular area will be under the control of the corporator, or any local authority in that particular area. And daily wages people also, the auto drivers and cab drivers are also under the daily wages thing. So what they can do is, they can hire autos or cabs, and in a way, we are employing these people, as well as we are going to implement a plan wherein we are going to deliver stuff to individual home, just like the way we collect the garbage every morning from each and every street, something similar to that. Instead of collecting garbage, we are trying to provide basic necessities like vegetables, maybe healthcare products, and something which are of absolute necessity on a daily basis. So, what the plan here is, people who are okay to afford this, they can pay at the doorstep either via UPI or via cash or whatever it is convenient. For example, people who work on salary basis and who are getting monthly salary, though they are working from home or they're on leave or whatever, people who can afford it, they can pay to the government online and or via cash on the spot, and they can get this every morning. This can be done. And in the same way, if a person, a daily wages person who is not able to afford this, can be given it at a, at free of cost, or maybe they can track it down, keep a track of the expenses, and later in the future, if it is not possible for the government to manage with the expenses which has incurred during the long lockdown period, they can track them down and try to recover. Maybe I don't really appreciate or support the point that they have to be tracked down and they have to be asked to pay in a later point of time. But in worst case scenario, that's the only go. So this is in terms of corporation. So this is for one particular area. So this can be done on individual basis on different areas. So for this, I don't exactly know the political structure or the hierarchy wherein the corporator, mayor, and how it connects to the MLA or CM, or how MPs or the PM can come in to help here. But I think if we are planning to lock down the entire country for our own good, maybe we have to take the responsibilities of people who are doing a daily wages job and who will be affected. Because if you see cab drivers, auto drivers, or construction workers, or any other daily wages person who's doing a daily wages job, will be totally hit by this lockdown, and I think it is our responsibility to support them. Thank you. Let's all hope for the best and try to make this lockdown a successful one without impacting people's life. Thanks a lot.